Plaintiffs Trinita Tate Sawyer and Sharice Tate Sparks are suing their son and brother Samuel Sparks for bail money and emotional distress. Trinita and Sharice say they bailed the defendant out of jail after he was arrested for hitting his now ex-girlfriend, and Sharice says her son needs to use better judgment when it comes to the women he dates. However, Samuel says he never assaulted his ex-girlfriend, and even though she was the one hitting him, the police handcuffed him anyway.
Okay, Sharice Tate Sparks, along with Trinita Tate Sawyer, are suing Samuel Sparks for bail money and emotional distress. And Samuel, are you the son of Sharice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm Sharice.
Hi, Sharice.
How are you?
Good, how are you? And you're the sister?
Yes.
Why are your mother and your sister suing you?
They end up bonding me out of jail.
They bailed you out of jail?
Yeah,
all right, Mama, tell me the story. Does sister want to tell me? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, okay.
All right, Trinita, you tell me.
Me and my brother, you know, we have a great relationship at times. Most times, you know, we might get into fights like normal brothers and sisters does, you know, whatever. But I got a call on August 31st, 2008, and he basically was locked up or whatever. He was out with his friend. His friend called me. It was around 2 a.m. and he said that my brother was being locked up because of traffic tickets and a domestic violence charge. He was at the movie theater with, I want to say, a friend or...
He have to make better choice of women he chooses to date.
Yeah. He's basically with a friend, girlfriend, whatever, whoever she was. They were in the movie theater and she was basically cursing him out and hitting him and stuff. And he proceeded to go outside to the parking lot and tried to calm the whole situation down, but she kept going on about it, hitting him, and you know how normal.
So he gets arrested because she's hitting him?
Yes.
Are you sure that's how it happened?
Well, that's what I was told. I'm not sure, but that's what I was told.
So what happens?
Me and my mom, we went down to the jail where he was taken to, and we found out that his bail was $2,500.
$2,500. Okay.
To get him out.
$2,500. So what do you do?
We went home and scuffled everything that wasn't nailed to the floor or ground or desk, anything. I pawned, which is my jewelry. See, I don't have on anything. She pawned her wedding ring.
You pawned your wedding ring?
Yes. And my
I bet
husband
he wasn't happy.
Me and my husband is separated right now. He currently moved back to North Carolina.
Due to the situation.
Okay, but Trinita, what is your relationship with your brother?
I want to say it's good at times. I would like to be closer to him, you know, more like have a great relationship. We try at times, but, you know, we fight.
But you're a little older. How old are you? 20?
21.
21. And how old are you? 20?
20.
Okay, so, I mean, brothers and sisters generally fight when they're a little younger than that. When you fight, what happens? I mean, what do you fight about?
It's a normal argument.
Like what, Trinita?
Well, my attitude is bad. His attitude is also bad. So, like, whenever we do get into arguments, it does escalate to, you know, maybe physical stuff. But, you know, it was one incident, you know, we got into it in each other's faces, pointing. We may have pushed each other, and my mom and my husband broke it up at that point in time when he was there, but...
So he pushed you, you pushed him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when you bail your brother out, you sell everything that's not, you know, nailed down. Including your jewelry.
Including all my jewelry.
We have the...
All right, let's see. Let's see your evidence.
The bail slip. This is the pawn receipt for our jewelry. And also, we use the rent money. Also.
Thank you, James.
Here's our storage.
Okay.
That's even my eviction notice due to me using my rent, helping to get Sam out.
You were evicted. You're hereby notified that there is now due the undersigned. Okay, what month did you bail him out?
September.
Now, here's the interesting thing. You could say this is the reason you got evicted, and I'm looking at your 5-day notice from the landlord. The reason you got evicted is because you stopped paying rent in July. I mean, so you can blame it on that, but, you know, I have a pair of eyes, too.
I do owe, but
yeah,
I used that. Yeah. I used...
okay, I don't think there's any question that you paid $2,500.
More Judge Pirro right after this.
All right, Samuel, talk to me.
Actually, me and my mom always been real close. Me and my sister always had a little tension, but since she moved back from North Carolina, we actually been trying to rekindle the whole situation between our relationship. Now, on 8/31 of 08, I ended up being at the movies with one of my buddies, and the young lady that I stopped dealing with was up there. At that point in time, she wanted to argue, she wanted to fight.
Whoa. You're at the movies with your buddy and the young lady was there. Are you with her or you're not with her?
No, I'm not with her. I didn't.
So you just bump into this woman at the movie
Just bump
theater?
into her.
Had you ever dated her?
Yeah.
Clearly.
I
It's a
dealt with her.
domestic violence charge. She was your girlfriend.
I dealt with her. At the point in time when we was there, she wanted to fight and argue.
In the middle of the movie?
And outside, actually, she wanted to do it in the movies, and I left from out of the hallway in the movies and went to my car.
Are you sitting in the movie theater or are you just in the hallway of the theater?
We didn't even get into the movies before she started acting a fool.
She's acting a fool.
Right.
Okay. And when she acts the fool, why didn't you just go into the movie theater with your buddy?
Because at that particular time, who he was going to see is he's dealing with her friend.
Oh.
So
It's like a double date.
Instead of me dealing with the whole situation of arguing and fighting with her, I try to leave. Once I try to leave, she wants to fight and beat on my car outside.
Why?
Because we left off on bad terms. Because I left her alone. So
That's bad choices of women.
I wrote that down. I'm going to get to that.
She's want to argue. She want to scream. She hit me. As she steady hitting me, I never put my hands on her. When I grabbed her hands from actually her hitting me again, the police pull up. Once the police pull up, I explained the situation. They said they was going to put me in handcuffs just for their safety. Don't know why. I wasn't doing anything. At that point in time, he runs my name. I end up having an outstanding warrant for a traffic ticket when I was 15 years old, or however age they said I was.
Hopefully you weren't driving when you were 15.
Yeah, they took me into custody. Once I was put into custody, I was locked up for 4 or 5 days. My mother and sister put the money together.
Okay, you're locked up 4 or 5 days. You call up your mother and your sister and you say what?
I'm locked up. I need you guys to bail me out of jail. Okay?
What is the next sentence after I need you guys to bail me out of jail?
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, that's what
But I guess what I was looking for, Samuel, was, and I'll pay you back.
Nah, I never actually said I'd pay him back.
You never said you would?
Right.
Okay. Did he say he would?
Yes, ma'am.
He ran from the jail or the courthouse or whatever across the street to the car, hugged everybody, and was like, look, I'm going to get y'all money back. I know y'all did what y'all had to do, but, I'm going to get you guys your money back.
Basically, 9 conversations that we had on phone. Mom, get me out of here. Mom, get me out of here.
Not very nice. You're a good-looking guy in jail.
That's right. That's my words. Get me out.
I know.
Get me out. That was my words.
Yeah, Mom, get me out.
Right.
I get
Get
it.
me out. So once I end up getting out, yes, I ran to my mom and my sister because who wants to be in jail? So I end up being suspended from school and being suspended from my job.
Why?
Reason being is that the fact that I didn't go to school for at least 5 days without telling my school, I'm going to school for surgical technician. So I end up getting suspended from school. Me being a fireman, I end up getting suspended from my job because for one, no call, no show. And then for two, I'm end up getting locked up.
All right, so Samuel, what you're saying is that your mother and your sister, because they loved you so much, decided to sell everything they own, including their wedding rings, and everything that's not nailed down in their house to get you out of jail. And you are so incredibly excited to get out of jail, but you don't think you should have to pay them back because you didn't agree to pay them back.
I didn't actually say I don't have to pay them back, but my mom and my sister knows that the fact that me being end up in custody and me being suspended from school and from my job, actually my job has even put me on a hold where I have to get, if I could show you, here you go. That's the paper showing my tickets, and that's showing the reinstatement fee. I have to get my stuff together to even go back to work to show them that I'm back in the play. Because really, they're not gonna do anything. I can only come in for a certain amount of days.
Can I ask you, how much money are you in debt for this suspension?
Almost $2,000.
Why? What, traffic tickets?
It was a traffic ticket.
You know that's arrogant, right?
Yes.
Being irresponsible.
Yes.
Arrogant, thank you, Mom, and irresponsible. All right? What you've got is a thinking that the world should take care of you. This is proof positive. You're not working. You got bounced out of school. You got your butt put in jail. Lucky you got it out of jail. I mean, you're only 20 years old. I mean, do you get it now?
Yes. I mean, I'm back in school and I'm working, but my mom and my sister know I'm just trying to get my head above water. I don't have no problem. If I had the money, I'd give it back.
But you know what? Usually it's if I had the money, I'd go out and buy a laptop. I'd go out drinking. I'd go on vacation. Then I'd pay him back. But then I wouldn't have any money left to pay him back.
But if you ask my mom and them, I helped them out as well. So,
oh, yeah? You did when?
Yeah. Anytime my mom needs help, I help her out.
Okay. All right. Did he promise to pay you back?
Yes.
Two women look at me like that. Now, listen to me. The issue today is whether or not the defendant owes the plaintiffs $2,500 for a bail bond that they put up for him. Now, they are alleging that he called them up every day and said, get me out of here. And looking at him, I totally believe that's what he did. But you know what? There's a part of me that says, you're not a good guy, Samuel. Your sister tried to sugarcoat it. Samuel would sometimes get physical with me. He would swing at me. One time, he even pushed me into a wall. Don't say anything. Now, your mama makes an excuse for you. It says that you've got to make better choices in the women you choose. You get arrested for domestic violence. I assume she dropped the charges because you're not convicted, right?
Never arrested for domestic violence. I was arrested for the warrant for the ticket.
Really?
Never arrested for the domestic violence.
All right. What I would like you to do is to recognize the fact, Samuel, that you not only owe them the $2,500, but that you are on a bad course right now. Whether you got arrested for domestic violence or not, you had $2,000 in parking tickets. But more than that, you're pushing your sister around, you're shoving your sister around, and then when you need help, you call them. They sell everything they got going for them. Your sister ends up getting divorced. I suspect her marriage was on the downhill, or else she wouldn't have sold the ring in the first place. But at the same time, what you need to understand is that you are capable of not only violating the law, but of violence as well. And so maybe you can count this as a blessing. You're going to pay them $2,500. And at the end of the day, hopefully you will have learned from this. Verdict for the plaintiff. Thank you.